So to the women's doubles final, and as you can see, it's an all-Chinese affair. This will be the 8th consecutive time that China will take the women's doubles title here at the Hong Kong Open. On to court first, the defending champions, the current world champions, Wang Xioali and Yu Yang. This a repeat of the World Championship final from Wembley Arena earlier this year, because their opponents, Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. Zhao Yunlei, of course, has already won a title here this year. Our first final of the day, playing with Changnan, won the mixed doubles. They are the Asian Games gold medalists. Beat their opponents of today in the final of those Asian Games in Guangzhou. And in fact, Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei won the first 2 encounters against their opponents of today. But the Asian Games don't count towards world rankings, and therefore the head-to-head statistics only take into account ranking tournaments. So Wang Xioali and Yu Yang won the title last year, unseeded, beat the then world #1s in the final, Chen Wen-Sing and Qian Yu-Qin of Taipei. Wang Xioali actually going for her 3rd consecutive women's doubles title here. Because Wang Xioali won the title here in 2009, playing with Ma Jin. Well, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? There's Wang Xioali, 23 years of age, her partner 25. All 4 matches in 2 straight games, the longest being the semi-final yesterday against the #4 seeds Ha Jung and Kim Min-jung, which lasted a staggering 33 minutes. Talk about double quick time. Well, if you think that's impressive, for Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei, not quite as impressive, because their semi-final against Christina Pedersen and Camilla Rute-Juel of Denmark took 34 minutes. But they too quite outstanding. Second round encounter against Cheng Shu and Pan Pan, and of course Cheng Shu was Zhao Yunlei's former partner, and Pan Pan was Tian Qing's former partner. So as we look at our court officials for this women's doubles final, for Zhao Yunlei, this her 4th Hong Kong Open final, having played one already today, was a beaten finalist back in 2008 with Cheng Shu, and of course was runner-up in the mixed doubles last year. Well, for Yu Yang, she won the title in 2007 with Du Jing. And Wang Xioali, as I say, won the title in 2009 with Ma Jin. So the reigning world champions, the defenders of the Hong Kong Open title. Far side of the court, there they are. World Championships silver medalists. Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. Well, on the head-to-heads, this is the 9th meeting between the 2 of them. And as I say, Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei won the first 2 occasions. Last time they met was in the final of the French Open. 26-24, 21-15, the world champions won on that occasion. have to say the world champions have started exceptionally well here. Yang is the Olympic champion, won that title in Beijing playing with Du Jing. Du Jing, incidentally, over the last week or so has just announced her retirement. She's had a persistent knee injury, which is one of the reasons why Wang Xioali was paired with Yu Yang, because there was concern about Du Jing's long-term ability to cope with the injury. Good return of serve. Well, I know that during the Danish Open, Ian Wright and I were discussing at length about these two women's doubles pairs, and especially Yu Yang and Wang Xioali, and about what an aggressive attacking pair they are, taking the women's doubles, we feel, probably to a new level. Certainly the way they've started this final, controlled aggression, very impressive indeed. Well, for the world champions, Wang Xioali and Yu Yang, the only players in the world who have a possibility next week of winning the Grand Slam, as it were, of Premier Super Series events, because the first time ever this year there's been 5 Premier events and they've won the previous 4, and the 5th and final Premier Super Series event is next week. No other players in any other discipline have won the previous 4, so it's only Wang Xioali and Yu Yang who could possibly achieve that. And quite frankly, the way they've started this final, I wouldn't bet against it. They look very sharp indeed. Need a run of good serves, hunt the 3rd shot. Oh dear, that's the problem, isn't it? Trying to put in such a tight low serve makes the error. Know that anything that's a little loose will be pounced on. Oh, desperately short rallies. Initial stages of this final. It was because of the good play of the world champions. Yeah, see, serve, return, so much pressure, forced into error. A bit like men's doubles now. Very short rallies indeed. Yeah, just trying to be a little too cute. And sheer power from Yu Yang. Not only won the gold medal in Beijing in the women's doubles, took a bronze medal in the mixed doubles playing with her Hanbin, but now choosing to concentrate 100% on her women's doubles. Yeah, that's perfect defence. Oof. Well, that must have been desperately close. Yeah, once again, as with the men's singles, the atmosphere here a little flat at the moment. Not only do the crowd not know which pair to support, but it's not the most inspiring badminton at the moment. Oh, so fast onto that Wang Xioali. Well, seeing these rallies, it's quite easy to understand why Wang Xioali and Yu Yang, the longest match so far, has only been 33 minutes. Because here we are, after 9 minutes of play, they have 9 game points. Best rally of the match so far. And it concludes the opening game 21-12 in favour of the defending champions. Just 10 minutes for that opening game. And quite clearly, the best rally of the opening game to finish it off. No coaching staff involved. Players left to their own devices. Olympic champion Yu Yang, very much the commander of the partnership. And yet I feel her partner, Wang Xioali, I think she's the playmaker. I think she's the one who creates the opportunities, forces the error. A great tactician. Yeah, there you are. Clever placement of the smash. Great awareness from Wang Xioali. Got a pretty powerful smash as well. And that as a combination is pretty lethal. Yeah, that last one, much flatter from Wang Xioali, always mixing up the angles, mixing up the pace. I do like the way that Wang Xioali and Yu Yang always look to try and move forward in court, always look to try and attack. There was a stage a few years ago when women's doubles became a very defensive discipline, all about the defensive play. And this is why I strongly believe that these two pairs, and especially Yu Yang and Wang Xioali, are going to take women's doubles to a whole new level. Whilst they've got very good defences, it's all about getting on the attack, looking to get the net player involved. Yeah, 7-love. There's a little hand signal. Just telling her partner where she's going to serve to. Oh, that was going out the back too. Well, of all their previous encounters, I don't think there's one that's been quite as one-sided as this. Extraordinary. 9-love. Let's not forget that Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei are the world #2 ranked pair. They are the Asian Games gold medalists. Oh, I can hardly believe this. 10-love. The crowd can hardly believe it either. Yeah, well, the crowd trying to encourage Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. And finally, they get a point on the board in this second game. But we go to the mid-game interval. 10-point advantage 11-1 the scoreline. It's just all one-way traffic at the moment. The Asian Games gold medalists just haven't got themselves into the match. That's well along of the back line, taken by the drift. I have to say this pair, the world champions, since forming their partnership, have been virtually unstoppable. China Open last year, they had to withdraw partway through their first round match because of an injury to Wang Xioali, and apart from that, this is their 16th individual tournament and their 15th final. So apart from that injury problem, they've reached the final of every other tournament. And certainly you look at this year, this is their 11th consecutive final. Oh dear. Well. The tournament doctor is being called for. We'll see how Li and Yu Yang, already 8 titles this year. And I think Zhao Yunlei, well, she's holding that left knee. Well, didn't see any problem specifically in that rally. Of course, she has had a very tough mixed doubles final. Lasted an hour and 4 minutes. And I suspect they're so far adrift, 2-14 down, having lost the opening game. I suspect she's probably had enough. No, she's shaking her head as if to say, no, don't want to continue on. Well, medical staff there, they can only assess the situation. They're looking towards the Chinese team doctor. He's on the side of the court. He, of course, is not allowed on. Deputy referee saying no, mustn't come on yet. He's raising his hand to say, no, you've got to be assessed by the tournament medical staff. Yeah, and as I suspected, she's had enough. So the title is retained by Wang Xioali and Yu Yang.
Next one by Wang Xioali, Yu Yang, 21-12.
Well, for the world champions, #1s in the world, 9th title of the year. And for Wang Xioali, her 3rd consecutive Hong Kong Open title, having won in 2009 with Ma Jin. Last year, of course, won with Yu Yang. So they are champions once more. Well, it'll be interesting to see whether she plays next week in the Premier Super Series event in Shanghai.
黃曉莉同埋於洋咧，亦都順利蟬聯呢個女子雙打嘅錦標，連續第2年。
No, she had a problem. She always wears strapping on both her knees. Know how she feels.
早在1987同埋88年嘅兩屆比賽啦，中國嘅林英同埋方麗晶亦都曾經兩次連續。
Our host broadcasters will have a word with our champions in just a moment.
都曾經試過連續2年奪取女雙嘅冠軍。
恭喜于洋、王小丽。今天虽然这场赛事没有完，可是也恭喜你们拿了冠军。那么这是在香港你们第2次，可以说是卫冕了，心情怎么样呢？
非常开心，因为每次到香港这里比赛都会有很好的成绩，所以每次拿到冠军以后都非常开心，也觉得这里就是我们的比较福地吧，应该是对，也很开心有这么多球迷给我们一起加油，然后来欣赏我们的比赛，谢谢他们。
王小丽，你觉得这个礼拜这个星期以来最难打是哪一场赛事啊？
因为我觉得换了新的球馆吧，然后也是第一次自己在那个红磡这边打球。 然后我觉得其实每一场球都会遇到一些不同的困难，但是我觉得我们2个人还是比较齐心协力吧，对。
那么你们合作自从08年奥运之后，你换了拍档，那合作你们越来越好了，可以跟我们说一下你们这个过程是怎么样的呢？
从09年9月份开始，我跟王小李进行新的配对，所以在这1年多。 14个月的配对以来，我们参加了很多比赛，然后也取得了很多冠军。我觉得，在这个过程当中，应该我们2个人从一开始配对在一起的时候就比较合拍，所以从后面的这一年多的这种配合当中，从我们平时的训练，包括比赛，还暂时没有遇到特别大的问题吧。所以在后面我们还要继续努力去保持这种优势吧。
好，谢谢你们，谢谢。给啲掌聲，黃曉莉、于洋。
Well, a very disappointing way for the women's doubles to end. The retirement of Zhao Yunlei. So there's confirmation that Wang Xioali and Yu Yang retain the title that they won last year, 21-12, 14-2. And then the retirement of Zhao Yunlei. So as we wait for the prize presentation, we can enjoy 1 or 2 highlights from that match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the prize presentation now begins. Please welcome the players. Let's now welcome the prize presenting guest. 香港羽毛球總會副會長金國芳女士。Ms. Kim Kwok-Fong, Vice President of the Hong Kong Badminton Association. 香港羽毛球總會副會長林建明先生 ，Mr. Lam Kim-Ming, Vice President of the Hong Kong Badminton Association. Yonex Sunrise 嘅高開華先生 ，Mr. Goh Kai-Hwa Mr. Zhao Yunlei, Council Member of BWF 世界羽毛球聯會理事山田純一郎先生。Thank you。女子雙打 Women's Doubles， 女子雙打亞軍田徑赵云蕾，中國。
Well, she stood on top of the podium after the mixed doubles final to Zhao Yunlei, but here with Tian Qing in the women's doubles have to settle for second best. Because once again, Wang Xioali and Yu Yang are champions here in Hong Kong, retaining the title that they won last year, and for Wang Xioali, her third consecutive title in Hong Kong. Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei playing the Hong Kong Open for the first time as a pair. Third title for Yu Yang, having won in 2007 with Du Jing, and a third consecutive title for Wang Xioali.
Next we have Mr. Tian to present the trophy.
Their ninth title of the year.
Next we have Mr. Yonex to present the
Their sixth Super Series title of the year. Plus, of course, the Super Series finals from last year, which was played in January this year.
Thank you, Mr. Coach. 多謝晒高先生。跟住我哋再請中國方小姐獻花。Miss Campbell Fong will now present the bouquets.
Well, the prize presentation made in virtual silence here. I suspect the crowd are very disappointed that that match wasn't completed. So the presentation is complete. And finally, the crowd show their appreciation. So with the women's doubles proceedings now complete, means that we have just one more final to come. It's the men's doubles. It is the world number 1 and 2 ranked pairs. World champions Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng will be up against the world number 2s Zhang Jaesung and Li Yongdae. Men's doubles coming up in just a moment.
Yeah.